Hello there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's pretty early morning. It's like 3:40 a.m. here. So I have prepared two videos for you. Hopefully, I can finish them and upload them in a while. Hopefully, you're doing good. Today, two episodes gonna be both are gonna be about summer. Because summer is on, very hot and humid already. I'm pretty sure many part of the world you are also facing summer, and summertime we do a lot of summer leaves, summer fragrances because that's what goes with the weather. So the first one I'm going to do is a decant review. I am apologizing in the beginning. You're not going to see the full presentation. Such a stunning beauty. The bottle is from the Lattafa's Pride line, and I think this is called Breeze. And I have a 5 ml decant here, which was given to me by one of my dear brothers, Saeed Bhai, and he is such a kind person. Like every time we meet somewhere, such a happy person. He is one of the biggest collectors in Bangladesh. He collects a lot of fragrances. He has amazing like ability. He buys almost every day. So we had a meetup a few days back in one of our restaurants, and then I asked him like, brother, could you bring some of the Lattafa Pride that you bought recently? And he was so kind. He did, because the bottles are heavy, but he actually did decant these for me and brought them. We all sniffed it, and you can see I used a little bit, and I have it on the paper. And this fragrance is called Breeze. And this perfume I really wanted to buy because I saw the similarity to fragrance from House of MFK, which are extremely expensive. Love MFK's creations, like mostly I like the Grand Soir, the sweeter, the spicier, heavier ones, Baccarat Rouge and all that, Oud Satin Mood. But this other side, they create a lot of these freshies. The freshies are nice, but still very expensive for little bottles. Like 100 ml goes for 100 ml go for, I think, is it 100 or 80? I forgot even. I think 100 ml. Yeah, 100 ml they go for around 200 something dollars. So for me, it's expensive. But this one I think is sort of similar to Aqua Universalis. Aqua Universalis, maybe 40. I'm not sure. And there was one more I cannot remember, but I would compare this mostly to Aqua Universalis because I reviewed this long time back and I remember the smell. This first of all, that the price for this fragrance is, I think some people sell it for 45 bucks, the for Lattafa sellers, but here in Bangladesh, the seller, I think the page who's selling this Send Zone, they're selling this for very good price, under $35. Unbelievable pricing. I think even cheaper than 35 bucks. So beautiful presentation. You can just Google the other photos, other reviews and stuff. So let's tackle this, okay? Nothing much to show, just the decant bottle. I have it on the paper. Okay, this video is going to be shorter because I don't have a presentation. I spend a lot of time showing presentations and stuff. So the fragrance, okay, I sprayed on the paper for a reason. I'm wearing something late night. I think I'm wearing polo blue for late night. I'm just wearing something light. So let this settle down and let me tell you quite quick. I don't know which year this was released, maybe 2023 or around there. This one has bergamot, incense, cardamom. Why am I showing the paper? And it also has jasmine, cyclamen. I can never say that properly. It's a floral. And cedar, musk, and sandalwood. So I personally pick up a lot of these notes and some of the notes that I do not pick up as well. Okay, so when I smell this for the first time, it absolutely dead ringer of that Aqua Universalis. For sure, it has that beautiful bergamot, citrus, floral opening, which is a lot like CK1, the way it's built. Okay, this one has a lot of this citrus elements, which I really love. I love the opening burst. It hits you together. The floral, the citrus, and the musk hits you all together. And at that point, you'll think like, oh, this is beautiful, like a summer descent on its own. I'm just describing this. You'll feel the breeze is very breezy. And imagine, like, it reminds me exactly like how CK1 performs or CK1 behaves. CK1 for me is one of the first fragrance I tried. I have love and hate relationship with that one. It's somewhere there. I always buy a big, massive 200. I have now 300 ml. So those fragrances are great for summer, very unisex, but CK1 has performance issues. Eco Universes or the 40, whatever they made, they have massive longevity. I can tell you one thing, some of the niche houses like Oolong Cha by Nishane, that fragrance, it's surprising. Like you think like it's going to be gone by 2-3 hours, but it doesn't. Those fragrances last a very long time. Another fragrance come to mind, I think, is Nishane's Bosphorus. And there's a fragrance I want to try, maybe Sail Marine or something. Mark talked about it a lot, like Healy's, I forgot the name, Cell Marine most probably. So these fragrances are built differently. So usually fragrances that are fresh, floral, citrusy, like Aqua di Gios, they don't last that much because that's their nature. Like VPH, my favorite fragrance, doesn't last. So this fragrance lasts as much as the NFK, even can beat the performance. This thing on my skin I put, and I'll tell you one thing, I'm very impressed by it and I'm also scared by it. Okay, am I going to buy a full bottle? I'm thinking about it because for summer this is a performer. Performance from this fragrance, it's for a freshie, I'll give this a 10. Okay, do not mix it up with like Grand Soir, stuff like that. It doesn't have the same longevity, but for a freshie, if you have certain like mark or standard or benchmark, this one hits the benchmark. Okay, same as MFK or more. Okay, so 10 for performance. Projection, beautiful, it projects a lot. Okay, so I would say let's say projection is 9, longevity is 10. How it smells, it opens up, that I told you, that beautiful fresh, it's like almost like the lemon, you can smell it, it's like Calabrian bergamot or something, very beautiful citrus. Nothing about this fragrance is alcoholic or synthetic or those harsh opening. No, this one, if you did not see the bottle, you did not know it's a Lattafa, you would never ever guess this is Lattafa. Okay, on my skin, I enjoy that first almost 1.5 hour, then it changes. That's the part which is for me challenging. Okay, I'll just let you know my frank opinion. You can feel differently, you can love it, you can hate it, it's up to you, but I'm just telling you my experience. The thing that appears from the heart, I think there's a mention of incense and cardamom, and then the musk, these two notes take over. The citrus is when they go away, pretty much the musk becomes like like revealed, or like exposed, I would say exposed. And that musk, I am not sure if everybody's gonna like it, because not everybody is a big fan of musky notes. Okay, that's why a lot of people say Narciso is not for them, not their cup of tea, or even Kiehl's original musk or Deer musk. This is a clean musk. Okay, no doubt about it, it's a clean musk, but it's overpowering. So at this point I felt like at the heart, this fragrance is, even the Aqua Universalis, I'm pretty sure I remember, like, I like the opening, the early part of it, but the dry down I was not a very big fan of. Like, I need citrus sweetness to play with in the summer, but this fragrance, it leans more, still now it's still good, but on the dry down, it will lean more on a very marine side of things, floral side of things. And I think in high heat, if you wear this a lot, it will get a headache, okay, for you. And again, I'm saying that this is just for me. Okay, I'm not a very big fan of the dry down. Okay, so there are two sides of the story. If you're a fan of MFK, you can definitely, if you like the Aqua Universalis, Universalis Forte, or any of those, those freshies, the white, the sticker ones, you should get this. For a fraction of a price, you cannot go wrong. I think it's like 100 ml bottles perhaps. So you just literally need 2 to 3 sprays. Amazing performance. So remember, these are the good things. And I would say the opening is beautiful. I give the opening 10. The dry down for me is a 5. Okay, and some of you will be like, isn't that like kind of harsh? It is, but I always try to give my opinion. That's where I find happiness. So if you're going to buy this, if you like the OG, you can like it, but do not blind buy this perfume. Okay, because that musk can overpower, and the base notes are that got the musk, sandalwood, cedar. I do not really get any cedar from this, honestly speaking, and sandalwood from it, maybe in future, but mostly I get the florals. So basically a very beautiful citrusy, tangy citrus, and then followed by that mask, that maybe there's a tangerine sort of a note as well. I detect a tangerine at the background. Yeah, it's actually here for about 30 minutes. Yeah, I can detect some sort of tangerine, which is very fresh. But after this 1.5 hour, you have to bear with that mask. If you like that mask, you're gonna love this perfume. Okay, so it's a beautiful summer fragrance with that twist of the dry down, which is similar to the original. If you are not big fan of florals and musky fragrances, this fragrance on dry down, which is gonna last about 7, 8, 10 hours, you may feel is not your cup of tea, right? So try a decant, go to the shops where they carry this. Okay, I don't have this with me, so I'm going to return it to the brother, even though he said these are gifts for me, but I'll return it because I don't want to keep this juice. He can use it. But Breeze, overall, I'll give this fragrance like for what it is, as a alternative or to MFK, I would say this is a pretty solid 9 out of 10. Great fragrance. To my personal taste, how much I like the development, just for the dry down, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. no issue with the performance, no issue with the similarity with the original and everything. The great presentation, great bottle size, longevity, everything's great. It's just the dry down of the musk and the florals is not my cup of tea. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Said Bhai, for this beautiful. I have two other samples from him, which also from Lattafa. I'll review them uh, in upcoming future. Okay, after testing a little bit more. Okay, those are more interesting. So I have a list for you guys for summer. Hopefully, you'll enjoy that. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye bye.